Welcome in, folks. Adam Gilson with Modern Foos coming live from the Moneyball 2025 here in Portland, Oregon. On the board early, Brandon Muñoz and Laura Shaw. This is mixed doubles, championship format, 2 out of 3, overtime in the third. On the right up front, Brandon Muñoz playing goalie. Laura Constante-Shaw on the left up front. Robbie Hayes playing goalie. Heather Voss. Muñoz on the board early with a 5-bar shot. Hayes, an incredibly smart player. One of these players that Clay and I were talking about this before the match, is just the ultimate in doing so much with not the flashiest of games or the biggest quotient of talent, but still puts it out there on the table and makes it happen in ways that a lot of Foosers just could only dream of. For instance, a chip pass so steep, you need a Sherpa to complete it, as you just saw right there. Pull shot position, Hayes. And this is the thing with Hayes, and I think there's a lot of things that a lot of Foosers kind of miss or don't quite do as they're climbing up the ranks. Everything he does, there's information he's gathering. And while he might get blocked or while he might score, you can see further down the stream that information that he gathered, implemented. We can watch this here, especially with this pull shot. You can see it on any one of the rods, but he does that. We'll keep an eye on that. It's getting blocked. Of course, Hayes and Laura, they play against each other quite a bit. They know each other's game. But you see that defense going in a standard to post over. And Hayes, all he's doing there is timing. He just wanted to time it straight. Nothing flashy, doesn't need to be, and he's going to work on that timing. Of course, you have the wild card in Muñoz, who is a little wild card. He just adds so much to it, and that adds pressure, but Hayes is one of these players that can deal with that kind of thing. He just is calm under pressure because he's just trying to play his game. Heather, of course, a Fooser that has been playing 4 years, took a break, came back. That was a break for Hayes on the 5 to get on the board, but it's 3-1 now for Brandon and Laura. Muñoz just all over that 5. There's that long, and he was just timing. With a defense like that, where you're going from a standard to a post over, and it's a 1-2-3, 1-2-3 pattern that she's doing, you're just timing the straight, the long. And he picked up on it. But it is 4-2 in favor of Muñoz and Shaw. And Muñoz puts that away. They go up 1-0 in this 2 out of 3. Game 2 underway. Muñoz and Constante-Shaw up 1-0 in this 2 out of 3. And here comes Hayes, a little more studied from the 5 to the 3. Nothing flashy, pull shot position. Tried to shoot that straight earlier, but ended up bombing the long after timing that defense. Still looking, try to hit that middle. Missed the timing. You could hear Hayes saying, "Come on." He knows what he has to do after that first game loss. Fortunate there from Voss to go up 1-0 in the second game.
What a miss.
Brandon and Laura won the first game, and they won it pretty handily, and Hayes was playing like he was playing against a really good team. Voss did what she could do, but Robbie wasn't getting the ball on his three, and when he did, he only scored one. It was a good defense. But he came out after a long break in between games 1 and 2. He came back looking a little bit more studied. Looked a lot cleaner, and he's had his opportunities on the three, but Laura is just a good defender. She knows his game, and still getting blocks. Fortunate. Luck goes both ways.
Whoa.
That went through the man that was there.
Just tilted back. A wee bit too much. Just the shot. That's crazy.
Hayes gets it on his three, pull shot position, tied 2-2. And this is what I was saying earlier, Clay, and we were talking about this. There's that shot. He'd been trying to hit that before. He finally got the timing down. Everything Hayes does is with intention and purpose. He's taking information and using it later. And he's using it here in his defense, or his offensive switch against what Laura's defense has been showing him.
Don't do it again.
Another one's coming. She just hits him hard. Get her, Brandon. Get her.
I know he does not put a cup of water on the table. We're going to talk about that.
We have 2, you have 1.
Cut him some slack. For now. How far up she holds the handle.
That's where I hold it. I don't hold it that far up, but I do choke up on that when on the 2-bar.
What is it? What's the benefit there?
Well, I'll tell you what I was told, and usually I don't believe these kind of things, except it was a FAQ that I found on the foosball board back in the late 90s. Beautiful shot from Voss, who has scored 3 of their 4 points. Todd Lafredo put a FAQ out there. By the way, if you don't know what a FAQ is, you're probably under 30. Frequently asked question, compilation of questions about foosball technique. Todd was talking about stance, and he was talking about grip, and he said that he grips up for more control on the top of the rod, or the top of the handle, and for more power, he grips further in the back. And I figured 17-year-old me was thinking, you know, that Todd Lafredo might know something. It is 1-1. So that was a win for Hayes and Voss after that first game loss, but that was Voss all the way. So whatever Hayes could do to make himself be known in the face of the wood chipper that is Brandon Muñoz and Laura's steadiness back there, we shall see. Game 3 underway, but Clay, to that point, like, I don't honestly know if that is correct. I don't even know how to quantify that. All I know is that it just worked for my body, so that's why I grip it when I shoot on the 2. And that's how rumors get started. Whoa.
I don't know, just a table. It was rough.
Letting them know.
We're playing rough, we ball, but on the table it's shaking too. Sorry, ready? Let's slow down, yeah.
Reset, yeah, ready.
What a switch from Laura. Get out there as far as she could, and Muñoz converts it.
It's from a moment ago. The ball just loosely going up the table. Look at the table movement here.
Oh,
So
High Seas Adventure.
It's a long ball. You saw how long I was hovering with my finger here.
Mm-hmm.
Ready, Robin?
Yes.
It's on goal. They're kind of pushing the limits of what is okay, but at least they're on the same page and nobody's doing something and then turning around and calling the other player for doing the same thing. So I think it's one of those situations where if you agree to what's acceptable and then you just play ball, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
They're on the same page. Yeah, Robbie not having the shot or catching the rebound, or he's upset and he kind of did his hands to his head and like talking to himself while Brandon shoots. You know, a ref is on the table. He probably calls that. But Brandon, there's nothing to really call there.
Yeah.
according to what they've agreed on in this match, I should say. Don't think that that's just okay to go to your local and start doing that. Unless your opponent agrees there. I only saw the second game. I wasn't here for the first game. Is Robbie looking at the? Let's take a look at the save here by Heather. By the way, ball goes up. And she's ready if that ball gets over that rod. Could be. But was Robbie looking or going straight at all in that first game? I didn't see much of it in the second game, if at all.
No. He went straight once. He was not able to get the timing. You could tell what he was doing was setting up because she was doing a straight up standard to a post over shake defense. And he was just trying to time. So he tried to do the straight once, it was blocked. And the one goal that he scored was a long, but he didn't get the ball that much that first game. Those might have been 2 or 3 possessions. So, no, he wasn't trying to establish any particular shot that first game. Heather just steady back there, blocking Muñoz.
According to our unofficial's official stat, looks like Brandon is 2 for 7.
Almost was 3 for 8 there.
Not quite how the stats work, but that's funny.
Thank you.
Really quite see him. Hey, you can see him there from this angle. A little bit of a crowd building, and some more on this side over here. And we get a camera pointed out there at some point.
Oh yeah, I do.
Ready?
I think if you're the Robbie there, if you're in Robbie's shoes there, rather, you're pretty much just being a cheerleader for your partner to keep doing what they're doing, and just swear that you'll try to figure something out up front. You know?
Yeah.
And that is it can be a little bit of a drag to be a goalie and playing well, and it's not really showing up on the scoreboard. But it is a big deal to keep your forward in the game until they figure something out. You know, I'd get out my pom poms and let them know what I thought of it as a forward. You just imagining me with pom poms.
Yeah, you just getting your pom poms out.
And
it's a visual.
I'll do it. Move to Pom Pom Beach.
Also funny.
Thank you. Go for a walk with my dog who's a Pom Pomeranian.
Would you go and get a pomegranate juice?
Maybe.
There's that straight, 2-2.
Ready?
Yeah. It's time to do that.
Muñoz is going to go call a ref.
And honestly, that's the play, because I don't think there's any ill intent, and it's also not super egregious. So you just don't want to think about it. Just play ball. Get somebody else to call. And then you never have to worry about thinking through, was that a reset? Was it a jar? Was it anything? Like, you're not telling the other player to do something different. You just don't want to think about it. And this event does have overtime. So as it is now, 2-2 in the third, we might see some overtime. Right there on the edge. Looks like they got Cody Byrie to come in and do some reffing. No objection from Robbie on that. Always appreciate the refs asking where they should stand. Doesn't always matter, but with this angle in particular here, we do prefer it be on that far side. So
do everybody have timeouts?
Shout out to Cody for asking and
Do we all have our timeouts?
standing where we need him to stand.
We have one left, right? And we have both.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right, ready? Yes. Ready? Yes.
Out of the timeout with the ref. Muñoz. Heather. Just an octopus back there. Just off the big box, sends it down, clears. My goodness. Went to a mixed doubles match and a goalie war match broke out. I'll say that faster next time. Muñoz.
You got to clear this ball here. It's a big point. Third game. It's okay if he comes back to you, but you cannot give up a free shot to Brandon here. You cannot give him a free chance to go up 3-2.
And it ends up on the 5 of Hayes.
Yeah. And that is a clear.
What a grab from Muñoz. Full shot position.
It's a new one. By the way, Brandon getting that rebound on his 3-bar or the ball bouncing around. It wasn't. We'll take a look at it here in a moment in slow motion, but he didn't like grab it. He just created a space where he could contain it on his 3-bar, which is
Time. Called time.
5, right? Yeah. Jody's pretty dirty. 5, right? Yeah. Ready?
wow. We'll take a peek here in a moment. It's one thing to go after the ball and try to go.
Oh my gosh. Voss from back there brings it down. 3-2.
Ready?
Curious to see later. I'll take a peek at that. I wonder if Cody didn't reset the time. It did not feel like 15 seconds.
No, that wasn't. I feel like there was a rebound in there. There was something that happened.
Yeah.
Maybe he just didn't catch it.
Yeah.
3-3 taken in on the 3 by Hayes.
It's officially win by 2, even though it's 3-3. It's not overtime yet, but it's win by 2.
It is match point for Hayes and Voss. Voss trying to put the V in MVP. Now we're in overtime.
It's overtime.
Yeah, it is overtime.
How did he get that through?
That's incredible. I haven't seen that option from him, or at least that setup from him this match. Saves it for a big point, pull shot position. Laura putting up some impressive defense as well.
He's giving free rebounds, though. Just third shot off of one pass.
Loosen your grip. Down the middle he goes.
Ready.
Trying to get a reset there.
That swatted back by the 5 of Hayes. It is match point again for Hayes and Voss. Muñoz.
These scores there, we're going to need new bumpers. There's a race to 2. Or is this infinite overtime?
No, it's a ceiling of 8. That one rattles in for Laura. It is now match point for Brandon and Laura. It is amazing to me, Hayes, be so cool under pressure. That one sneaks back in too. It is as far as we can go here. Match point Muñoz, Constante-Shaw. Rollover position, buries that, and in 3 great games in overtime, all the way you could go. Robbie Hayes and Heather Voss are defeated by Brandon Muñoz and Laura Constante-Shaw.